There's a great piece at CNS News. By the way, do you notice that I try to give attribution and credit where it belongs? So you can go and check out the facts yourself. It's just the right thing to do. It's the decent thing to do. I mean, we ought to have a code of ethics in this profession, the talk radio profession. All hosts should be required to be truthful about their sources of information, because they're not just getting it out of their back pocket, ladies and gentlemen. And we also post all these links and sources of information, don't we, Mr. Producer? Right on the website, so you can check them all out. But all this talk about all the gang stuff and everything else going on in Honduras and El Salvador and Guatemala and even Mexico, and that's the reason why we have these refugees and this refugee status. CNS News points out that in the 7 fiscal years from 2007 through 2013, listen to this, a mere 5 Guatemalans, 25 Hondurans were granted refugee status in the United States. During that time, 0 citizens of El Salvador or Mexico were granted refugee status, despite increased violence in those countries in recent years. Now they want to grant them all refugee status and push them into this impossible bureaucratic administrative immigration law process where 90% of them never show up. See, the whole thing is a ruse. It's a ruse. We have the Democrat Party working with foreign third world governments through ethnic front groups. And all the rest of us are sitting here with our fingers up our nose. Our nose, I said. While the total annual number of refugees admitted from all Latin American nations combined has ranged from as low as 2,078 in 2012 to as high as 4,982 in 2010. The vast majority came from Cuba, Colombia, and Venezuela. Of those from Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador who applied for asylum under refugee status, records from the Department of Justice show that 2009 through 2013, a small percentage, tiny, were actually granted that status. 6.5% of Guatemalans, 5.2% of Hondurans, 6.8% of Salvadorans. Now, I guess 100% of anybody who shows up. Apparently everybody deserves asylum. You see, ladies and gentlemen, all of a sudden, the standards have changed. The processes have changed. We know this because now of CNS News, not CBS, NBC, ABC, not CNN, not MSLSD, not even our friends at Fox. Our friends at the Media Research Center and CNS News have exposed that lie.